Whoa, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's T Reaper, and I'm back with another wonderful, hangout. Yo, I haven't done one of these in so goddamn long. Meanwhile, Cray's making that sound my PlayStation made when I first turned it on for the first 11 months. Wow.
Hey, don't judge me. Don't judge me, Reaper. Don't judge me, man. That's my wife. She's in the kitchen cooking up goodness.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So your wife's cooking sounds like my PS4 turning on. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that PS4 is loud, brother. It's loud.
Okay. All right. Let me just see where this is actually going because I have to actually see this. Okay. Here we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Now I can actually see the chat. That's cool. Or I think I can. What the hell? Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's actually
technical difficulties. Or is this user error? Uh-oh.
All right, there we go. Okay, cool. Yo, what's up, Jimmy? Okay, now I can actually see the chat, so I'm actually staring directly at it. Okay, cool. All right, so we haven't done one of these in actually quite a while. Please ignore that the game on this thing says Doom. I did not put that there. And I legitimately have not actually done this. But, yo, welcome to 2018, everybody. Welcome to 2018. Yo, hashtag sad to say, Trump is still our president. Okay. Well, he hasn't gotten imprisoned yet. But, the greatest movie, a movie for those who seek to find a way to leave Trump behind. Jumanji. Who thinks that's funny? Just go see Jumanji.
Shit.
It's actually an awesome movie.
I see Jumanji. I got that. Jumanji. Whole family see Jumanji. Jumanji was funny.
Jumanji was funny.
Those riddles.
Those riddles was funny. Yo, I like. Yo, I swear to God, Mr. Jack Black had too much fun playing a chick. I swear, it's funny.
Yeah, he did.
He had too much fun.
Jack Black will be a bitch next year. He can be a bitch next year. Watch what I tell you.
Okay, well, on to today's topics, which is yo, Cray, what did you think of 2017 gaming?
2017 gaming. I'm gonna go and say it like this in a nutshell. Being a multi-console owner, I enjoyed it. Because like I said, the areas Xbox lacked in, I had a PlayStation to fall back on. And the areas that both of my preferred platforms lacked in, I had the Nintendo to fall back on. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? What was your actual favorite? What was your I know your backlog, but what was your favorite game that you played last year?
Honestly, my favorite game outside of Gears of War 4 was Mario Odyssey. I can't front Mario Odyssey because it brought me, my wife, all us together playing games. So Mario did the damn thing. Outside of that, Gears of War 4, I enjoyed it. And that was mine pretty much.
See, I gotta say my favorite game last year was Assassin's Creed Origins. And like I loved that. I loved that game. That legitimately also was the longest game that it took me. It took me 32 straight hours to beat that. And I did beat it.
You're probably gonna kill me. You probably gonna kill me and cuss me out. I got AC Origins and haven't even loaded it up yet.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta get real with that. You gotta get real with that RPG. You gotta get real with that Witcher side.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's the wife's fault. I can't play games like that because she likes them there when I play them. So we got to find time where we can do it together.
Well,
she bought it for me.
How was your holidays? How was your Christmas and New Year's?
Well, that's all good, man. It was fun. Got to spend time, family, friends, and my homeboy back up in Chester. He had me and my wife and my kids over for a couple of days, and they treated us like we were kings and queens. So I had a blast, man. Only thing was too short. I got PUBG over the holiday. So
yeah, I did too. I played. I legitimately played that shit for a straight week and then got bored.
Come on, man.
I
We need to
can't
play together. We
I
got to play
can't
together.
I
That's what
can't
it
I
is.
can't do I can't do with no aim assist, man. And I'll get to the aim assist jokes in a little bit, but it's actually kind of funny
Oh
because like
shit.
I got my stepfather Call of Duty for Christmas, and as we on Christmas morning, as we're I recorded this on Facebook, and I recorded him opening it, and I'm like why? Because that was my main gripe last year when I bought it for him, was like, I want to hear what he says why, and he's like, I just want to blow shit up. And then my cousin who lives in France, he's like, he saw the video, he's like, my mom saw Call of Duty's cover and thought it was too violent, so she got me AC Origins, and I'm like, the fuck?
That's just as violent.
Are you kidding me? You got crucifixions, you got nudity, like
It's,
what the fuck? Come on, like people.
AC Origins is worse because you got assassinations. That's 101. Straight
that's
up.
horrible.
Yeah.
Like you could walk down the streets of Egypt and see crucifixions on the freaking wall. Like, come on. I mean, if you're Catholic, I really can't complain because it's like pretty fun.
Yeah, this boy, hey, Cray Simmons has nothing to do with his. I'm just telling you. Oh shit.
Cray Simmons has
That's
not been to
cool,
confession
man.
in a while.
I have not.
I have a huge 2018 confession. Is I turned on my PlayStation 4 for the first time in 11 months, I thought it legitly
Lord,
died.
I saw the video. You said that motherfucker sound like my truck starting up. I said, damn, we about to run through some snow.
I reminded myself why I left Sony in the PS2 era. I reminded myself why I did that, because those games are so unrewarding. And like, I legitimately played Last of Us because everybody's ponies legitimately loves The Last of Us. It's like they think it's like the next child of God, and they can't we can't wait to Last of Us 2. I played that. It took me 12 hours. I only got one single trophy for actually doing that, and I feel so freaking unrewarded for actually doing that. And then other people's like, why do you have to feel rewarded for playing a game? Shouldn't you just do it for fun? And I'm like, yeah, but I want to feel rewarded. Like, if I was to do that on Xbox, I'd at least get 400 gamer score for completing it. Like, come on, like one trophy.
Yeah, you get something.
But I like the concept that it was unique, so I can't grab that it was ripped off of anything. Now, the Order 1886, that thing is ripped off of Underworld, freaking King Arthur mythology, and freaking wonderful British people.
A little bit of Van Helsing.
A little bit of Van Helsing, and British people who love electric guns.
He's electric. Yeah, that was the most effective weapon in the Order. When you got that, it was a crossbow, and it reminded me of Dead Space. Remember, you got that damn wide beam cutter that shot that electric beam.
But what's up with this no aim assist? Sony, are you trying to make our lives harder by giving us no aim assist? What's up with the no aim assist, man? I played all my games on Sony so far. None of them actually have goddamn aim assist. What's up with that? Like, how am I supposed to shoot somebody if I can't have aim assist? Like, this is like so freaking hard and annoying.
Now, I don't know about if you can cut it on and off, but the first Uncharted, 1, 2, and 3, no aim assist. That was my main gripe about it. You can copy Gears, at least get the reticle and the aim, because Gears don't have aim assist neither. But at least they give you a decent reticle. Shit where you needed to put it. If you played Uncharted 4, I got used to playing without aim assist, and Uncharted 4 gave it to you. I had to turn it off because I was afraid that they wouldn't give me the trophies as I earned them because I played with it on.
I feel you. Shout out to I'm gonna just call you Yi or Zeus. I'm gonna call you Zeus. Shout out to Yi Zeus in the chat, man. What's going on, man? We're just talking about our experiences and our 2017 year, and the fact that the 2018 we got so much bad news, but we got some good news too, like, and the fact that I actually turned on my PlayStation. I never thought that would actually happen. Like, it was like, but I can't feel alone.
Look,
I can't feel alone.
We gotta say this though.
What?
When people say bad 2017, I mean, Reaper, you gotta agree with me. It really wasn't bad for Xbox. People,
no, it wasn't. I had fun. I spent like a nice $1,000 on my collection. I had fun. But damn, like 2018, 2018 is going to be a wreck because
2018 is shaping up to be good. If these rumors that's been leaked, quote leaked and hacked or whatever the case may be, come out.
I heard all these leaks are fake. I heard all these leaks were fake. That's what I actually heard. Like none of this is actually true. Like none of this. Well, some of them might be true. Like everybody's griping over the concept that there's going to be a new Fable and the concept that Coalition is making something besides Gears. Yo, I demand Gears 5 Coalition. I demand it. I want it, and I need my Halo 6 343. If you do not give me my next Halo, I will legitly go off the rails. I swear to God. But
let's talk about this for a minute. Coalition and 343. Now, I know a lot of people, Next Gen, he cool as shit with me, man. I game with him, play with him, talk with him. But he wants them to make Halo and Gears. And I agree. I would love to see them.
Well, I agree, but you should at least finish the concept that you started. Like, at least finish the Gears saga. At least finish.
That's what I was about to say.
At least finish it first. Finish it first, and then you can go off and do whatever other projects you wish. Like, don't put them on pause and then create something else, and then years later come out with Gears 5, because then it's just like what did we just request this like a couple years ago? Like, you just like wanted to make, and some of these games that they're making isn't I have faith in Coalition, but it's just like in 343. But I think their core destiny is to finish off these series that we have grown to love since 2001 and 2006. But like, it's just like, yo, I want my Halo 6, and there's no Halo 6 this year, and I'm like, yo, I am so hashtag sad.
Halo 6 can take a break. They used to every 2-3 year cycle.
But I want it. It's not fair.
Look, I want it, and I agree with you. Halo is what brought me to the Xbox and what kept me there. They are supporting Halo 5 good, man. I mean, I haven't been on it in a while.
Neither have I, but
Warzone, Firefight, and all that. They doing it justice. They are doing it justice.
Yeah,
and it's an esport.
I want to see Cortana die. I want to see that so bad.
Come on, man. They're not gonna kill Cortana. Don't blast her.
They have to. Stop she landed on that ring. They have to blow her up.
They're not gonna kill her. They're gonna reboot her. They're gonna reboot her, refresh her, and she's gonna be back to the loving Cortana that we grew to love.
Well, she's gonna get a AI, Windows reset.
She's gonna get an update. She's gonna get a mid-gen refresh.
She's gonna get a Windows UI update. Be like, update. Oh, Cortana not evil anymore. She just was like, she just had a virus. She just had a virus.
Stop it, Reaper. You terrible. You can't kill Cortana. What's wrong with you, bro?
I mean, technically, in Halo 4, she technically already died. So, like, and then she was like infused. And then, this is the other thing I wanted to bring up. Yo, shout outs to Heartless TV. I don't know where he is. He's probably, riding around in his nice new Lamborghini. He might be working hard, but, shout outs to him, because we're doing this without him. And it's just, it feels kind of like, hashtag. It doesn't feel right. It feels empty. But, it's kind of funny. But shout out to Mr. 100, because I was watching that DirectX show. I watched a lot of stuff while I was playing those PlayStation games, because like I was saying before, I can't feel alone on that PlayStation. I have to have the X on at the same time watching YouTube or podcast. So I have the X on one side, and then I legitimately have my PlayStation on like right next to it, and like so both of them are on. So like if anybody sees both my stats be the same, it's because they were both on at the same time. But it's just like I can't play PlayStation and not be connected to Xbox. I feel cut off. But 100 said something in the DirectX, and he was like saying, everybody don't like Locke. Is it because he's black? And like, Locke is the same as Chief, and I disagree with that, because that is not true. Locke is not.
Oh shit, Reba!
Locke A is not Spartan 2. Locke,
I gotta go.
It was actually trained by Oni.
I'm gonna let you get it out. Go ahead on.
And 3, he's basically I think he's a Spartan 4. I think he's a Spartan 4.
Well,
so he's not the same thing as Master Chief, which is why when he basically cracked Chief basically like did a freaking reverse freaking Chief did a reverse freaking counterattack and just like froze Locke in his place. He's like, you ain't gonna catch me with that. I'm older and I'm smarter and I'm more faster than you. Screw you, Locke. And he just
and I agree with that. I agree with that fight scene because you can't have the rookie coming in taking out the veteran.
Yeah, it just don't work. But it's just like they're not trained the same way.
It's like in the
chat says, Jesus in the chat says, yo, I'm black and Locke and lame.
Locke, hey, Jesus, I can't see the chat, but Jesus, Locke was not lame. The thing that hurt Locke, and this is the only thing my only gripe with Locke, they made him a yes guy. And I hate to say it, and I might piss a lot of people off. Reaper, do you mind if I say it? No, I don't want to piss people off on your channel.
No, that's fine.
So I go into it. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
You sure?
You got to remember, Locke is Luke Cage. You got to remember that. He is Luke Cage.
He is Luke Cage. But, I mean, the way they played Locke, real talk, I mean, there's no racism in it, no nothing. They made him like a yes man. Like he was like the yes guy. He was the guy that was in the old movies that did the shucking and jiving for the boss.
Yeah.
When that
Nightfall movie was actually that short movie that they did, that was actually pretty dope. I wish they would actually do more like an actual like a real movie for Halo, because it would actually be kind of interesting to actually
Halo needs a real movie. If you're gonna do these little cut scenes or whatever you want to call them
and Halo, and then I like
films, do a legit like remember the joke? You ever seen Gant Zero?
No, I have not.
Please do something. Gantz is pretty good. It's crazy as fuck. It's confusing. It's on Netflix, Gant Zero, but they got a whole series.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like they recruit people.
Yeah,
to play games. And you fight and kill people, and
the one thing I didn't like about the Reach thing was it was only halfway. It was only halfway told. So if you actually read the Reach book, you actually know that was like halfway through the actual storyline. So like there's like a second half of that book that explains the what happened and how he got to Halo CE's beginning and all that kind of stuff. So it like that first half to where his his first Spartan died. It was like that was like the first half of the book, and then the second half explains that how he got to onto the Pillar of Autumn. So I wish they would have done the animated film fully and not only halfway, but maybe the halfway point was all they actually need to be told to make.
And that's the thing. I need to read the books.
Yeah, the book is so much better. Like everybody's saying, "Yo, Halo Reach is the best Halo game of all time." I'm like, the shit's not even freaking accurate. How the hell are you even gonna tell me that? Like, and obviously. And obviously, if you actually say that about the game, you obviously didn't actually read the book. So, like, you got to read the book to understand that the game is actually totally not even true. Well, to a certain extent, it's all about Spartan 3s and not Spartan 2s. Like the whole story of Reach was like how the Spartan 2s were created. They were taken from their homes at a young age. They were raised like freaking Marines, and they were like the last man standing concept. It's just like, but
hold on, brother, I gotta go against you again. Like that. I was a Marine.
You were a Marine?
We was raised as brothers. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shot troop, double dog. Yes, sir. I was a Marine from 97 to 01. I'm a former Marine.
Damn.
The Marine that I was taught, we was all it's always team. But just he was one of those eccentric guys that he believed in this team evidently because Team Red stayed together. Headstrong. He was the go-getter.
Well, I also believe like any decent story has to be decently well written, and games, just like with any art form, they have to have a decent person writing it to make you feel for what you're actually playing. Which actually brings me to my next point. So besides the concept of Gears and Halo, like besides those things, how like decent like written these Sony games are. besides the fact that the controls are horrible, but they're actually written to a decent degree where they're like, wow, that actually wasn't actually half bad. Like that, that was written actually pretty well. I like the writing part there. The writing is actually
really good. Let me say this. With the exception of God of War, okay, we can take God of War out of it because God of War story was good and the controls didn't have to be great as long as you can hit square, square, triangle, X.
Yeah, but supposedly in the new one you can't do that. Yeah, supposedly in the new one you can't do that. You can't jump.
But
let's
talk about and Uncharted. Okay, we all agree the controls were clunky because like the aiming in Uncharted and The Last of Us sucked. But the story was that good. And I give it to Naughty Dog. My hat's off to them. Whoever they got writing their shit, never let these motherfuckers go. Because, like I said, Uncharted and The Last of Us, those are the... all right, Reaper. Let me run on the tandem for a minute. I grew up playing Nintendo, Sega, Genesis, all right? It's PS1, bam, revolutionary. No, it was a no-brainer to buy a PS1. Getting PS2 and Xbox. I was at a crossroads, so I went with the OG Xbox. And all my friends, they went at me. You grew up PlayStation. Why are you buying Xbox? How you do is different. It's different. Halo, boom, boom, boom. No choice to get a PS2 eventually because the Devil May Cry, God of Wars, the Grand Theft Autos, whatever you want, Street Fighters. They all came to PlayStation first or stayed on PlayStation. So I had to go. But I will say this. If it wasn't for God of War and Uncharted coming out PS2, PS3, I would have left PlayStation alone a long time ago.
Well, no, like it's just
those are what kept me there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you, man. Like, because like back in the day, I was raised. I told this story in my last video, but I legitimately was raised, at the age of 6 on this old school laptop, like those old school laptops that had like the red button in the center of the laptop, like those old school laptops. And the first game I ever played and I ever discovered a video game was legitimately this Lion King, this Lion King like math game. And then and this is back when I was when I was really little. And then the guy who gave it to me, he's like, this is a video game. Play this while I basically take out your mother for a date. So I was legitimately on his laptop.
He distracted you with video games
for 5 hours.
Damn it, Reaper.
But then he get
revenge.
But then he married my mother and he got me, nice windows and I played Doom, I played Quake, I played Duke Nukem, I played Wolfenstein 3D, and then they got us a N64. And then, played Mario Kart and Ocarina of Time and all the games that are so old now that I will never touch them again. But it's just like, and then.
Let me ask you one thing. Let me stop in on one thing. Now, I had a guy at work. I got this dude. He just came out of the Navy. And I'm training him. I ain't say I'm training him. He's my mate. We've been talking. He's a gamer. He says Ocarina of Time is the best game he ever played. What do you think about that? That's like 26 years old. And I'm looking at him.
I'm gonna need to ask if you've done any drugs or heroin or weed because
come on now, you can't do that. He's a good dude.
I'm gonna ask if you're like a little short on like brain function. But for the 90s, it was probably the best game ever played. But for the 90s, it was. But now, if you play all the games that have come out since then, there's so much more better stuff. And I'm not knocking on Nintendo. Yo, shout outs to the Nintendo crowd. The Nintendo crowd are so happy because the Switch is like the best selling, concept of all time. We get that, but the concept is, do I really care? No, I don't.
Okay, now I got to get you again with this one. Switch. Do you have a Switch?
No, I don't. I don't want one. I don't want one.
So
I don't want one.
I'll hit you with this. I fell victim now. I fell victim back in the day with the Wii.
I had the Wii. My parents actually had the Wii. I know what the Wii. I know what the Wii experience.
But see, your parents. Did your parents stand in line?
No, they did
Man,
not.
four
They just got it
hours
on a
for a
Christmas
week.
thing. And we didn't get that much work out of it. The most we got out of it was like a tennis game. That
And
like
see, that's the thing. Wii Sports, I played the shit out of it.
I had the old
And
school.
Punch Out.
I had the old school Game Boys though. I had the game. I had the Game Boy. Then I had the Game Boy Color. Then I had the Game Boy Advanced. And then like I never transitioned to a DS. But it's just like
Well, see, I want a handheld guy.
I
But see,
stopped.
this is my
I
thing.
stopped
What I'm
being a
trying to say
handheld
now.
person at the age of the PSP. That's actually when I stopped playing it. You know, my
But
second
see, and I
PSP was
love the
stolen.
PSP. I got a PSP Go, and my
Yeah,
PS Go is modded. Man, I got like library, SNES library, libraries, Neo Geo. I love my PSP Go.
yeah.
I ain't never get rid of that thing.
I can never become portable again. I could not. I honestly actually could not do that. Plus, it has to.
But let me ask you this:
It has to get my attention somehow. And like Zelda and Mario just don't do it because like none of what Nintendo does is anything like relatively revolutionary besides how they design the system. Like it's not, they don't have online, they don't actually have achievements.
yeah, the online shit suck, man.
I need the online. I need the online community, and I need to be rewarded for what I play. Because it's like we are no longer. I had this argument in a Facebook group. It was kind of funny. Like I told this guy, like I have to be rewarded. If you're gonna have me sit there, pay $20 for a stupid game, and have me sit there for like 6 to 10 hours, I have to be rewarded somehow for my time because it's no longer the 90s. It's no longer the stone cold 1980s where you would just play games for fun and you don't get rewarded for anything. That's what achievements and trophies were invented for. I have to be
That's
rewarded.
the thing I got. When you did your last video, I was like, my boy. But I got some disagreement because like I do play games for fun because like.
Yeah, see, I don't play them for fun though. I play them straight for like the trophies or the achievements or multiplayer. But my time as a multiplayer consultant is now coming to a very, very steep dive to the end.
Let me ask you this one question, Reaper. Let me ask you this one question. Remember when me and you was playing Destiny 2? No achievements. Remember when you was helping me get my guy leveled up? Remember that now?
Yeah, but no, Destiny 2 has nice achievements. You just have to get them.
But
I was mad because I didn't get the achievements the day I beat it. I was mad.
They won't hand fed it to us like we were used to getting. But you still played until the point where
you still got achievements for beating the game. Like it was like, and you still got a decent like what was it like 400, 600 nice gamer score for that. Like it was actually pretty dope. I mean, the first one gives you
a couple of raids or something.
No, I didn't do it. I haven't done a single raid on that. I've done strikes, but I haven't actually done. Actual raids.
I haven't only got like 2 achievements on Destiny,
and I haven't done the new DLCs. I haven't done the new DLCs, but like I played a lot. I played a lot of Crucible when that game first came out. I had Crucible. Yes, I had fun. But like I gotta say the best multiplayer from last year, and I hate saying this because this is really annoying to keep coming back to this concept. COD is like the best multiplayer I have played in 2017. Now, does that actually mean that it's the best one ever? No. But I will say
I tell you what.
I will say
a couple of days I want to beat the campaign first, then we go get on the multiplayer because I'm gonna hit you up. So don't get burned out.
I legitimately like COD the most because it's like, and so many people are like saying it's broken now. I haven't caught up to my weekly info, but it's just like, so I'm guessing those updates went through and like some games were some weapons were nerfed and buffed and now it just feels broken. I'm guessing that's the whole concept, but it's kind of amusing because like out of Destiny and Star Wars and and
don't get Star Wars. I want Star Wars. Is it worth it? Is Star Wars worth it?
For the story alone, no, it is not. You don't need it. It's just not worth it.
See, that's what I want. The story.
Yeah, the story was about 5 hours long. Actually, I think it was Star Wars and one other game that I finished by sunrise. Oh, it was and it was COD. Yeah, it was Star Wars and COD I finished by sunrise. But like all the other games, I give credit to those developers because those games took a couple days to finish. I couldn't do them all in actual one setting. I was like so mad. Like I was like, yo, where is that one? Where that in yeah, even Injustice 2 I couldn't do in one setting. I had to take a 8-hour break. But my best story from last year was like everybody, from K Mega to All Day Digital to Next Gen 720 to like everybody was like, yo, Injustice 2 is gonna be the bomb. It's gonna be awesome. We get to be Superman. We get to be freaking Batman.
Dude,
we get to be fucking Dark Side. And I'm like, oh, cool, guys. I mean, I don't really care, but it's just like, but then launch day arrived. None of these guys are playing it at the time, and then I legitimately play this from the night I got it to about 6 a.m. in the morning, and by 6 a.m. in the morning, I had reached Brainiac, and then I couldn't get past Brainiac no matter how hard I tried. I couldn't get past him because I had to fight him twice. So I'm like, and I legitly almost actually had a full blown heart attack fighting Brainiac with all the rapid button pressing I was doing.
Let me get with this. First off, were you playing on hard?
Oh no, I was playing. I think I was actually playing on easy or normal. I forget. No, it was normal. It was normal. Yes, I was playing on normal. I remember I played that shit on normal, and then I took a 7-hour nap. I woke up at 2 o'clock, and then I checked everybody's achievements score so far. Nobody had beaten it. I'm like, the fuck? Really? Are you kidding me? So I went straight back into Brainiac. I beat him once. I beat him twice. Fought Superman, and then I was done. And I'm like, did I really just beat everybody to this ending? Are you kidding me?
Okay, you also realize this too. Now, I got a co-sign with Next Gen and All Day. Injustice 2 was amazing. The story, but it's a fighter.
I mean, it was a fun story. It was a lot better than the first one. Oh my god, the first one was so short.
And it's not gonna be a long, drawn out story. So you gotta expect that when it comes to fighting games, it's not gonna be.
But it was shocking to me because all these guys were amping this game up like the heaven last spring.
You like comic books?
Not really, but like I'm like, I like the movies though. I like the movies, but I don't actually play fighters unless it's Dragon Ball Z oriented. So like that was the first actual.
You love Fighter Z, then you should love that game.
Oh, I don't like that game. I
like comics.
That game looks too much like Budokai. I can't play another game that's like actually designed like Budokai.
It ain't gonna be Budokai. No, that's more like Marvel vs. Capcom. There ain't no flying around the earth, running behind nobody. That game.
Yeah, but the art style, I would have preferred a Xenoverse 3. That's actually what I would have preferred. I would prefer them.
No, this is more like the anime in Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's more like the anime. That shit looks amazing. But let's get back to Injustice.
Yeah, but so I was like the first one. I was the first one out of my whole friends list to finish it, and I'm like, Are you kidding me?
You know why you was the first one?
I gave them 7 hours of break time. I gave them 7 hours to finish it. I'm like,
but you know why you beat it before me? Because I didn't get it to damn Black Friday, and I bought it that night at midnight. Trust me, Injustice is good. You gotta like comic books. The DC storyline, they're doing the Injustice storyline too. So,
okay. I mean,
it's kind of keeping track of that.
I've read actual comic books, but I don't read them anymore. I like the I like the whole Marvel stuff with I can't wait for Infinity War this year. This is actually the #1 movie I want to see this year. It's just like evacuate the city, engage our defenses, and get this match.
I'm gonna tell you this: and I'm not gonna ruin those spoilers for people who didn't read the Infinity War back in the '90s like I did. But if they don't do it, as far as like certain people, a lot of people in the beginning, which what forced the Avengers and whoever got together to fight Thanos, do it close to that, I'm gonna be like, but I am excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I want to see. I also want to see Black. I also want to see Black Panther. I want to see that.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a black dude. Please, my fellow Black Americans, don't go at me. Comic wise, I wasn't a fan of Black Panther, but when I saw Civil War,
That
Panther
guy's
look cool
beast.
as shit, and
That
boom,
guy's
boom, boom,
beast.
boom.
They picked a really good actor
I'm
for
ready
it
for the
too.
Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
So
You know,
that shit was real.
the guy debuted as playing the baseball guy, and then then they turned him into Black Panther. That was actually pretty dope.
Yeah, so I'm good. They doing Black Panther justice. They're making them interesting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and this is just not me. Just I'm a comic book geek, man. I grew up in the '90s drawing comics, reading comics. The Black Panther was not never once ever did I draw a picture of Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I mean,
the movie
but
is making me interested.
yeah, but like, and and so like with the whole like 2018 coming around the corner with like the whole new like the whole new stuff that everybody's talking about. Everybody's excited for that Sea of Thieves. Everybody's excited for Crackdown 3. Everybody's excited for State of Decay 2.
State of Decay, I kind of want that.
I actually have no idea who just invited
Come
me
on,
for
Rico. You
it,
know we
but
want to be together, building a community, and go fuck some shit up. You know you want to be in that State of Decay. No way
no,
like
no,
that.
I'm not buying. I'm actually not buying a single one of those games, which is really funny. Which is why this is titled 2018 Gaming Doom, because Halo 6 is not coming out this year. Xbox is screwed.
I'm gonna go and tell you like this. I'm gonna call it. Halo 6 announced this year. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. It's not gonna come out in 2016. I know they got a 2-3 year window with Halo. No,
It's
because Halo 5 is
2015.
doing too good with the esports.
Yeah, but it's actually time to
Mark
move
my
the hell
words.
on. That's what I think.
But
It's
Rico,
been out for
you gotta
it's
think.
been out for almost 3 years now. Like
Rico,
it's time to move on.
we gamers, we gamers. But you also gotta understand how we are Microsoft gamers. We gotta understand how Microsoft works.
Yeah, but like if you
Make
don't,
money.
I'm saying this right now. If you don't release Halo and you don't release anything of relative like heightened value, and let me explain what that means. So like of heightened value. So if you don't, if you don't release one of your big hitters, it's not going to deflect God of War. It's not going to deflect Spider-Man. It's not going to deflect the Last of Us 2 if it comes out. It's not going to deflect any of
The
Sony's.
Last of Us 2 ain't coming out.
It's not.
So you don't worry about that.
It's not going to deflect
God
any of.
of War, only thing on the PlayStation front that's gonna really hurt Xbox is fucking Spider-Man and God of War 4.
Yeah, but if you don't release something to counter it, you're basically screwed for the year.
I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. And this is my thing now. And I'm not trying to sound like crap gamer or everybody else. You know, I like crap, I like this content, but real talk, of us, it might not hit the God of War sales up front. Cause let's face it, God of War,
I listen to him say that, and a lot of they say that the sales are really low for God of War, but that's just like the concept that it has it. It's just like the concept that it's there.
But let's face it, God of War is gonna sell 3-4 million up front. What's gonna happen? Sea of Thieves, once everybody done beat and Odin,
but you can't you seriously won't be able to appease me with God of War. Sorry, you'll be able to appease me with actual God of War. That's the whole reason I got my PS4. But like you won't be able to appease me with Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, and Crackdown 3. You won't be able to appease my bot nature with those games because I'm not interested in those. I legitly want those heavy hitters. Now, obviously, I can't have Gears 5 because Gears 4 like legitly just released in 2016. But I would expect by now to actually have the new Halo, and and then there's the whole concept that they want to put battle royale concepts in like the new general of games. Have like 100 have like 100-man elimination Halo. Please actually don't do that. I beg you, don't do that. Like Halo's fine just the way it is.
Well, how about this?
Don't make Don't make
now,
a PUBG Halo. That would just be so stupid.
I don't agree with that neither. If they do a PUBG Halo, I had posted in somebody's comment on Twitter. They were talking about it. If they're gonna do a PUBG type Halo, roaming for like gear or nothing, what you're gonna be doing, because you know you're gonna be fully armored up. It's only gonna be get weapons and survive to the circle shrinks and the last Spartan standing. That's what's gonna happen with that. Which it could be cool because let's admit it, Warzone is fun. You play Warzone, I play Warzone. That's one of the few modes in Halo that I still play outside of the campaign co-op.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. PUBG has changed the game.
I mean,
now I know people say that it has been
not really.
PUBG-esque games before.
I think it's just, you know, I think it's just like a trend, you know, like it's like one of those trends like with Pokemon Go. Like Pokemon Go was so popular, but like, you know, and like it like basically raised like everybody's attention, and then just like fell off the state of the state of Earth. Like I think PUBG is like that. Like it's not gonna stick because that those type of games don't attract everybody. They're not, you know. It's
well,
not,
you gotta think too. Gaming is a trend in general.
Yeah, but like
Real
it doesn't.
talk,
It doesn't.
gaming is a trend.
It's not like it's a very niche. I should use that word, niche. You know,
you can't
type
call PUBG a niche. Like
I can call it the form of what it is niche. I can call it niche because it's a very few, you know, type of things that most people will like. Because I don't personally, I like having multiple lives. I don't like actually, you know, going
so
in.
You like the respawn, and I do. I
like respawn. Yeah, and respawn has been the respawn feature has been around for ages. The only game that is very is very, you know, very known for that, you know, for the no respawn concept is Counter-Strike. That shit started that whole shit where you
Counter-Strike. Look at the life Counter-Strike has had.
Yeah, and it is ancient. It is very ancient. I remember playing. I think this is the second one. Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I remember playing that in the early 2000s. In my high school tech room, and with my whole classroom. I remember us playing all of that. But I remember playing that back then. Like, this is never gonna, you know, this won't last forever. But it actually, this one version of it has lasted for forever because they keep updating it constantly.
Yeah, you got Counter-Strike Go was the
But I think the real winner. Is actually freaking World of Warcraft. I think that's the real, you know, the real time.
Warcraft. I'm gonna tell you, Warcraft, Starcraft. Those two games are just die. They never gonna die. Just when you thought, remember when they did Warcraft, you thought it was done, then they refreshed of it and they called it.
They've had so many. That game has had more. That game has more DLC add-ons than any COD game in history. Oh my lord!
But no, what was the Cataclysm? Was it called Cataclysm when they just redid everything and brought it to modern day graphics? It wasn't an expansion. It wasn't a new world, a new adventure. They just redid the original and called it Cataclysm. Just put, well, I guess HD graphics on it.
That game is hashtag. That is like the biggest time consumer and really hashtag expensive. Oh my lord!
And I'm not gonna lie. Once I get me building a gaming PC this year, but I went and bought a new truck, so that put my gaming PC on. My wife, you know, I was talking to you earlier about how my wife's laptop burned out because I'm trying to figure out how to get my damn Xbox videos uploaded right now. So I'm gonna get a laptop, gaming PC, but I'm gonna get a gaming laptop, and I'm gonna play Warcraft because I feel like I missed out on something in gaming. And I'm gonna be in Warcraft. Y'all gonna see Cray Simmons Gaming TV on Warcraft, and I'm gonna be getting it in. I might suck at it, but I'm gonna be getting it in. Trying to anyway.
All right. Well, we've actually been doing this for almost like 40 minutes now. I want to like bring up one last comment before before we actually go. This whole concept that you know, how the Xbox is evolving over time, and how the future, the whole concept that the future generation is going to be next year. I don't know people, but like, just please keep in mind, everybody who's praising Phil, everybody who's praising Microsoft, keep in mind with the Connect now being dead, rest his soul, hashtag sad. With
I love my Connect.
external webcam support coming, with mouse and keyboard support coming. What he's trying to do is not in the best interest of the average Xbox thinker, where everything is going to be Xbox branded. What he's trying to do is legitly combine a PC Xbox hybrid, where like you can legitly turn on that box for decades further to come and basically just upgrade it like a normal PC. That's basically what he's trying to do. Like, now he hasn't actually outright admitted that, but you can see through different through his different speeches, and that's what he's trying to do, and that's honestly why why he wants such wonderful peacekeeping between Windows and Xbox people. Play anywhere you want, doesn't matter where you play our product, just as long as you play it on our platform. So it doesn't matter if you play it on Windows Phone, doesn't matter if you play it on Xbox, doesn't matter if you play it on Windows. It just matters that you play it. So
I will say this. Okay, I will say this. I believe they are trying to merge the Xbox and the PC world, but I'm gonna tell you, until then, console market, because this is the fact.
It won't happen. It won't happen until at least until PlayStation 5 comes out. You got to release that PlayStation 5.
It's gonna be later than that because of the simple facts. These, as they say, what they call them, closed box consoles. Because that's the advantage that PC gamers, the elitists, they love to throw in console gamers' faces. I can always upgrade this. I can upgrade that. I don't have to buy a whole new system. I can just take this out and switch that out. So with the Xbox One X, man, it's getting close to PC graphics. I enjoy my X, but I mean, I've seen some top-notch PCs. One of my best friends is a PC gamer, and I've seen what a PC can do with $1,000 invested in it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
But like
God forbid the guys that invest more.
But the direction that he wants to go, I can see the appeal to a certain extent, but like that's not really the core concept of Xbox anymore. So it's like
I'm gonna tell you what I think is.
It's the core concept of Microsoft.
I might be wrong. Now I'm gonna tell you what I think it's gonna be. Now I might be wrong, but remember the days of Compaq and Dell. Remember you could go to Walmart, you could buy that. See, it was a closed box. And that PC would have been good for like 2 years. And you get that Dell PC all in one. You couldn't really do too much to it unless you really broke it down. Use a tech guy. Box is doing. The X is going to be good for 3 to 4 years. Okay, boom. We getting 4K, close to 4K, whatever how you want to spend it. But either way around, this is great power. But to get implementing keyboard and mouse, so more PC games are gonna come with the click and pop with the mouse. But I think what they're gonna do when they do the new Xbox, a little more powerful than what PS5 is, and it's gonna be do a little bit more. But they spoon feeding us to the point we get to where a PC, because Xbox Live, my homeboy that's a PC gamer, he got Xbox Live. He don't pay nothing for it. And I played up there. I don't like the way the dashboard looks and navigating it around. His PC, he's running games at 80, 90, 160 frames a second. It was cool as shit. But when I went through all the what we say, the crashes, the viruses, the shit not reading.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much. We had to do to tune the game to finally get it to run the way he was showing me why he liked PC gaming over console. Me, I like plug and play. And that's the only thing that's going to separate console gaming from PC gaming. Because we still going to get plug and play. We might not get the optimizations, but the shit you got to go through to get that PC settings, is everybody willing to go through that? Do it, Reaper, because you're a PC. You told me yourself you used to play on PC before you went to console.
Yeah, I did. I was raised on PC, so I understand the appeal. But
So,
like that appeal no longer applies to me now because I'm just too old. I would, you know,
and that's the thing, is everybody willing to go through that?
Yeah, like
the trial and tribulation.
I'm legitly getting too old to, you know, to even have decent reaction to even play any
Bro,
multiplayers now.
you ain't too old. I'm 40. You ain't older than me, so you ain't too old. I'm still.
I don't know, man.
40.
Maybe you have a healthier body, man. My reaction time is dog shit. I can't do shit, man. You know, and
I
you
don't
know,
know, you whooped my ass in Halo, so.
But yeah, but I guess like actual like actual like, you know, competitive people, I absolutely am horrible. So it's like, you know, like and I promised myself the day that I could no longer play multiplayers would be the day that I converge my bloodline that I was raised with and like convert it
you
back
gotta look
to
at it
what I
like
was
me,
doing.
man. A major league gamer. I just play for fun. I could care less. I mean, I want to win.
Play for fun, though. I legitly don't actually play for fun. I legitly play for achievements.
You say
I play for trophies, or I play for KD, and I play for multiplayer. But if I don't have that multiplayer,
you know what, though?
I'm legitly bored as hell.
Reaper, I get to you, but you play for fun because you would not spend this money for a fucking achievement or a trophy that you spend in these games.
Why not?
You
People
play for fun.
What do you mean? People do it.
No, bro. There's no way you can buy all them Xboxes. When you did your last video, you showed your history of buying Xboxes all the way up to now.
I bought it to further my achievement score, man.
I'm gonna tell you why you bought it. You bought it because you get to talk to people like me. You get to have fun.
Yeah,
and that's what you're doing, bro.
But socialization doesn't necessarily have to be fun. It could be, you know, insightful and educational.
I mean, I get you though. I love the complete games and I love them achievements. That's another reason why I can't like really get into the Switch like I want to, because like I beat Mario Odyssey and I'm like, I get access to a new world, but where's my achievement showing to people who see my profile? You know, I get it. I love the achievements and I like the trophies. I prefer achievements, but I do like the trophies. We all want that, what they call it, that pat on the back when you done something. And that's cool, but at the end of the day, I do play games because I do enjoy them. Like I enjoy Street Fighter. I enjoy Gears. That's why I play Horde. I don't really get no achievements for Horde no more because I pretty much done everything I can do except for just maxing out every class. And I enjoy playing Horde as a soldier, which I done maxed him out. It is what it is, but we all got different reasons for playing games.
Yeah. I mean, I just, you know, I'm not really sure if I honestly want to become a hybrid again because hybrid is so much more expensive than just one. But like, you know, it depends what it offers me and it depends what it gives me, because like I don't legitimately want to be spending like 12, 15 hours and only getting like one single trophy. That's just like totally rewarding. But like I will tell you what I do.
You was enjoying the game.
Huh?
You enjoyed the game.
I mean,
but you got one trophy, you'll be mad.
I'm mad. I'm mad because it's like unrewarding. Like this is no longer like 1990s cold age of like Nintendo 64 and pre-achievement and pre-trophy era. You know, the idea is like you're supposed to be rewarded for doing all this stuff. And I get the concept that the PlayStation trophy is, you know, about a gen behind a gen behind Xbox, but like still it's just kind of annoying because it's not as fulfilling as the achievement system on Xbox. And I think some of these games would be so much better served if they had achievements rather than trophies.
Well, I don't know how they do the trophy / achievement for exclusive games, but
yeah, but like
multiplats.
Yeah, the multiplats, you know, are decent. You know, 400-600 gamer score. You know, It's just
But
like
yeah, I get you.
I won't play any of my multiplats on PlayStation. I'll make myself my promise that right now. But like for the
And see that,
exclusives,
and
that I passed over since since I've been dead to that brand, I want to try to get them at least try to test them all and try them all, or at least the ones that I
and
find
see,
worth my
and I
while.
agree with you with that. When it comes to my multiplats, if it comes to if it has an online component, it's definitely gonna be on Xbox because the PSN network. I'm sorry, I got friends that say their PlayStation don't never kick them offline, this, that, and the third. But my experiences, the PSN is trash. I get kicked off. Like my video I did today, I was playing Street Fighter Five. We was lagging as bad as it used to be, but I can play Killer Instinct right now. I can get in like 10 matches and won't lag once. You know what I'm saying? Versus if I get up there and play Street Fighter 5 matches, I'm probably lagging in and out of like 3 to 4 of them. So PSN, if it comes to multiplayer, damn right, everything Xbox. But I make an exception every now and then because I got friends that they only got PlayStations, and so I can play with them. I make the sacrifice, like with the Division and Wildlands. I wish the hell I bought it on Xbox because I would definitely be getting my damn money's worth playing with people right now. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, you gotta admit that.
Yeah, it's all about
it's all about
preference, and it's all about what basically entertains you the most. Is it the story driven content? Is it the
entertains you the
multiplayer?
most. Yeah.
Is it the multiplayer entertainment? But like but I also say this in my my other video that it's also depending on how you were actually raised. So were you raised to enjoy the games that you play, or were you raised to actually compete? So for me, I was raised at at a competing age. So like I like to, I legitimately mainly like to actually play multiplayer and actually basically kill people and, get that nice high KD and then just be nice. But, I've never known anything different besides on, the off occasion where I played, God of War series or the Kingdom Hearts series, or, those old games that, just like where one time, one thing with like the Assassin's Creed things. But like, if I no longer have multiplayer to appease me, I legitimately will actually stop.
You gotta look at it like this though. Gamers, and I posted on the dude video. I'll probably tell you about it later on because like I said after this I'm going to bed. But
you going to bed at 3:20 at
they're
night?
Sony channel. Third shift player. I got to go to work tonight, so yeah, this is my evening. Okay. But I have posted a comment on this video, expressing my opinion on what he said. And he's a Sony guy. Roughly, this is what the topic was. You know how Xbox gamers got beat up over backwards compatibility, right?
Yeah.
The question was asked on their so-called, they telling the truth, as I say, on their show. What would you want to see with the PS5? And lo and behold, what one of those guys said was backwards compatibility. And I'm like, not spend a whole year beating up Xbox guys for backwards compatibility with the X. But then, and the 360 has a bigger library than the PS4. I'm sorry, you say what you want to say. But as of now, I think the 360 has a bigger library, a better library, and without a doubt.
Yeah.
And then they told me something.
It's not always. But I'm going to play devil's advocate real quick because it's not always about the quantity of what you have. It's about the quality. And I say that a lot because some games legit they have a lot of them. Doesn't mean all of them are actually top notch AA, AAA titles. But the ones that are are actually really good quality. Like I would have to come back next week and actually really think about what my best 2017 written game was because I wouldn't be able to try to pick that right now. But like there was a decent amount of them that were all written really well.
But see, we're not talking about 27. We're talking 360 and PS3. So that's You talking 4 years ago.
Oh,
But my
well,
thing
I
was,
think for the 360, the best written thing that I ever played on that was probably the freaking Lost Planet.
but
That was actually pretty dope.
but it's not just the fact of that. Again, it goes to personal preference. If you're a PlayStation guy, you're gonna like PlayStation. Thing was, that's like me getting mad at you, Reaper, because you said ever since I know you all you drink is Coke. I'm gonna use Mooch right now. I'm gonna take Mooch, Coke. But I like Pepsi, so I invite you over to a cookout. Reaper, you come to my house. You bring your girl, whoever, whatever, my house, and we drink it. And all I got is fucking Pepsi. Guess what you gonna drink, Reaper? Unless you bought your own Coke, guess what you gonna drink?
I'm gonna drink water. I'm gonna drink water.
Drink fucking Pepsi. You know damn well you used to. Don't even do me like that. But that's what I'm saying, man.
No, I'm that type of person that owns Pepsi and Coke, so I can choose when what I choose to drink. I also drink coffee. When I also drink Nas, I also drink.
That's where it comes to being a multi-platform owner. But these are the guys that's like telling you straight up, you're wrong. Xbox, because the games you like to play on Xbox, you can also play on PS4. Who gives a fuck if I can play damn Call of Duty on PlayStation or Xbox? I like the Xbox.
We don't want to play with noobs, people. Like I'm like that would be like my number one annoyance of the holiday season. Like we don't want to play with noobs. We like to play with actual people who actually can play and can carry a nice KD. We don't like playing with like that. We don't like playing COD on wonderful PlayStation Network where like you get in a room full of noobs and there's gonna be this one tryhard that legitimately can go 30-2. Like it's just kind of sad. And then like his efforts would be better off on Xbox because you have skill. And like
PSN got to be about that.
But PSN is where the multiplayer people go to die. Like it's just like I'm gonna go on retirement. I'm gonna go on PSN.
Damn. I ain't gonna say that. Damn, you with extreme. But I'm just talking about as a gamer. You want to play with the best connection. The best, it's already been proven Xbox Live is better than PSN. You want to play with the best controller. It's already been proven that most people like the Xbox controller. It's just that for whatever reason, PlayStation took off this generation and help them run with the bad, publicity and the messaging. Case may be the Connect in the box, an extra $100. But Sony did not legit beat Xbox out because they had the better platform. It was just a lot of variables that did not favor Xbox compared to Sony. I'm just going to call it like it is. It wasn't like the games looked so much better on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, because you play Call of Duty Ghosts. Those games did not run or look that much more better the way you had to say, got to get this on PlayStation.
Well, I also want to bring something up to this could be a separate video in and of itself, but my friend legitimately was thinking about also getting a PlayStation, but he was thinking about getting a PlayStation Pro. And then we were in a party last night and this girl was like, she's like, oh, I got the Pro, it's nice. And I'm like, bro, that Pro was only designed for one concept, and that was VR. That's the reason why it was designed.
VR, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole reason it was designed. And then he's like, no, you're wrong. That shit is also designed for graphics. I'm like, you kind of can't really throw the graphics card because you have the X now, so it doesn't really matter. But he then decided to see if I was wrong and go on all these Reddit posts, and everybody's like, VR machine, VR machine. He's like, damn you, Reaper, I hate you right now. You're always right. Why is this so true? And I'm like, hey, dude, I just told you the truth.
You ain't got to go to Reddit. I'm going to go to everybody's favorite love to hate them site, Digital Foundry. They straight up told you the PS4 Pro is using PS4 assets. The only thing they did was just up the resolution. Horizon Zero Dawn still gonna give you the
Yeah,
same graphical fidelity on
but
the regular 4.
back in like 20,
Bro,
but also back in 20, what was it, 2016? It's 2016, right? Yeah, it was 2016. Yep. Okay. So it was back in 2016. Like everybody was like, yo, the Pro's coming out, but everybody's like, well, this is just gonna be so you can run the PlayStation VR. That's the whole reason why it was designed. You know, it can also play games at higher fidelity, but it's mainly for VR. And if you
VR.
don't like VR, just get a freaking Slim. You know, because it's not that difficult. And if you really want to tout graphics, just go buy an X.
And see, that was why I didn't get a Pro. That was because I buy everything, bro.
Now I can't speak to the Pro's like engine. I can't speak if I was to leave the Pro off for over 11 months and then turn it on, if it wouldn't actually sound massively smooth and not like a car engine trying to start in the bitter cold. But you know, I do admit, you know, I do admit that, you know, the PlayStation Slim, you know, it's held up after a whole year of not use, and that's actually, you know, true story. This is how I broke my PS2, or partially how I broke it. So I legitimately left my PS2 Slim, the small one, in a cupboard for over 5 years, and then when I opened the cover to use it again, it was all dusty. It was dusty as all hell. Then I brought it back, and it survived about 3 months. I played my Kingdom Hearts 2 over and over again. I played the ending level where you have to kill Xemnas about 50 times. I played that last mission 50 times in a row, and then my PS2 laser gave out. It died.
My PS2 horror stories was mine didn't even break. Freaking you remember they would switch from the black disc to the colored disc on the backgrounds?
Yeah.
Wrestling fan. So SmackDown. Pain. My original because I never had a PS2 Slim, I just had PS2 Fats. But remember they did 2 versions of the Fats. Mm-hmm. Laser disc that would read the color backgrounds, the one that would read the little shiny silver ones. Those were the newer ones. If I remember correctly. I can't remember. But I bought SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Brock Lesnar on the cover. And I put on my original PS2 that I had from the jump. And the bitch wouldn't play no more. Walmart bought a new PS2 because I hear, you hearing Game Informers, and back then there was Electronic Gaming Monthly before they went out of business. That's how old I am. Yeah, well, PlayStation's doing different colored discs. But me not realizing that Walmart would check the serial number on high dollar items. So I bought another PS2. And granted, it did work. But I couldn't trade in my old one. So I had 2 PS2s. Use no more because I had to play the older disc.
I think I actually had.
It was crazy.
I think I actually had 3 PS2s back in the day.
We
had the fat PS2 at one point, and then my biological dad got the slim PS2 when it came out in 2004, and he used that for a couple of years. And then I had my mother get me my own actual PS2. That was the one that eventually stood the test of time and died. But like, it was kind of funny because like by the time that it stood the test and died, the PS3 had already been like apparent, and I didn't really want to do the work to actually catch up on that generation, so I just skipped the PS3. So not only did I skip PS1, but I skipped PS3. What?
Heartless, man. We got to do a history of the PlayStation console because, man, I gotta go to bed. My wife killing me. She fussy. Look, she people. I'm on the
fine. All right. Well, all right, fine. I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody who watches this. Thanks so much. Again, this is just something quick, short. We'll be back later on, with Mag later in the week. Assuming Heartless can, get off his Lamborghini. But
tell Heartless to get off his Lamborghini.
But this is just been a quick discussion between me and Cray. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Look out for my video at 6 a.m. on Friday. Cray, let the audience know where they can actually find you.
Well, look, y'all check me out. Cray Simmons, Gaming TV. I did a video earlier today. And I'm a gamer. I like to play games. I like to have fun. That's what I do. Keeper, Heartless. They're my boys. That's what we do. We play games. And all I can say is show us some love. Hit us up.
All right. This is T Reaper, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.
All right.